Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about T Side Nuke. This one's going to be a little bit different than the normal you suck at, whatever map. This map's just tricky, man. You're going to need a little bit of time to just get used to playing this map, get used to how it flows. So you're just going to need to know some util in general. If you don't know util on this map, it's not that you can't play it, but like you're really just kind of putting both hands behind your back and hoping you're hitting some insane shots, which some of you, as we've talked about, think you're Nico. You're still not. As always, if you guys have enjoyed this series, please don't forget to subscribe. I know a lot of you guys have been forgetting to. Don't forget to like the video and leave a comment. Let me start showing you some nades, how to play the map, kind of just get like an overall feel for the map and what you're trying to accomplish as a T. So what you're trying to accomplish as a T on Nuke. Really what you want to do with this map is you want to just manipulate rotations. You want to get these guys thinking about where you're going. If you're playing Premiere, even if they watched my CT video that's going to come out first, they're not going to know what's going on. Really, the name of the game is get lower. Get lower, get secret, or at least make them think that you're lower, because most people don't know what to do once you get in lower. So we're going to go through some different ways you can do that, the safest ways you can do that, and hopefully you prevent some of your teammates from just feeding and giving up hella kills in the process. We're going to talk today about today's video sponsor, CS.MONEY. So for those of you that have watched my stream for a while, know that CS.MONEY's worked with me for a very long time, and I've always used their site. They have fast trades. I'm usually in and out of the site in probably like 5 minutes. I don't even think there's been a time where I've looked up a skin and they don't have it. Sometimes you have to do like, a couple filters to find the right skin, but it just takes a few minutes and you can find anything you ever want on there. Last but not least, they do any payment method you could want. They got card, PayPal, crypto, you're good to go. Now, something some of you might not be as familiar with, they do now have also a marketplace where you can do peer-to-peer, has lower prices, and there's discounts on there. They also, if you just don't want the hassle of anything, you can instant sell and cash out on the spot right away, and you just have to click the icon in the top right. I would greatly appreciate if you guys do a trade on that website, that you use my link that'll be in the description below. I also want to just add a little side note, guys. This isn't a part of the sponsor thing. So many people get scammed. Be very careful. Ideally, if you have a sponsored link similar to like mine right now from somebody you trust, make sure you're always clicking on the safe sites and not accidentally getting fished and going to a different one and losing all your inventory. That's the last thing anybody wants. Now let's get you back into the video. First things first, I'm going to show you not one, but 2 sets of smokes because I'm a really cool guy. For most of you, this is what you want to do. These are called the truck smokes. You get here behind the truck, you aim at the top of this window, regular jump throw. Then you're going to get a second smoke. You tell your teammate to stop being stupid, and you're going to aim at this little notch in the wall, jump throw. And what this is going to do is it's going to put a close wall so you can cross secret. Don't run across. Everybody don't sprint. If you sprint, little Timmy gets really freaking crazy over here at Mini and just starts letting it rip, and you're giving him a chance. Just walk, take your time, get across with the smokes. Do you? Okay. Set of smokes number 2. These are for the people where you maybe actually have played Nuke a few times, okay? So what you're going to do is step 1, aim at the middle of this light, jump throw. Then what you're going to do is aim at this little thing right here where the cable meets the wall, and aim at this. And these are what we in my team call diag smokes, because diagonal. And these are very, very strong. These prevent a lot of information from going out from the T's. However, don't throw these for little Timmy that just started playing Nuke, because he's going to run along the back wall and just get shot. I'm showing you 2 different variations. The truck smokes are more important. Learn those first. And for both sets of smokes, what can be really useful is sometimes throwing what we call the setup smoke. You just run along the shadow, bounce a smoke here. This prevents you from being seen when you cross to red. This is really powerful. Also, it can put out the CT molly when they put that down as well. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a nade tutorial, but once you get those smokes down, focus on hurting the team. Please, guys, can we go lower? I got the smokes. Let's go lower, because once you get down here, this is where everybody starts panicking in Premiere. They just come flying down the vent, and you're already down here, and you're just mauling them. Nobody actually started secret because they're stupid. And if they did, you brought 4 homies with you, so when they pull up, you can absolutely just take all their lunch money, okay? I promise you, you throw truck smokes or diagonal smokes on all your gun rounds, you're gonna win at least half of them if people listen and just go together and don't just completely panic. Now, unfortunately, I've played Premiere and I've played Face It, so I understand that that's probably not gonna actually happen, but you can try, okay? The other part of this map that you can access is ramp. Say you're really cool and you throw those smokes for your teammates, but little Timmy didn't want to go with the team, so now you're going to hurt him this way because you don't have the best time to go outside. You're like, guys, go outside, go secret. And what you can do is then try to meet up with them in lower coming ramp. And overall, like what you're just trying to do is just find unique ways to get to the lower bomb site, because just being brutally honest, the chances of you being able to end rounds and dissecting the upper bomb site with your team in any sort of real fashion consistently in Premier is like 0. Now it's going to happen because people are just going to randomly run around places and get headshots, and that's fine. I'm not saying you can never go upper, but I'm telling you little things that you can hopefully do where you can absolutely start manipulating what the other team's doing and have a little bit more consistency on the map. A very good thing you can do on Nuke is start 4 outside and 1 inside, and just keep doing that. 1 guy walking around the lobby being a demon, that's what I do for my team, and then 4 people just going outside trading and hopefully using smokes to get down lower. Or if they get a bunch of kills, you know, then they can start wrapping heaven and going mini, stuff like that. But those smokes that you just learned are going to help kind of be the catalyst for all of that. Let's talk about what you can do inside lobby if you're this lobby guy. If your team's doing a good job going outside and they're getting down lower, there's like kind of a couple different options as the solo guy here back lobby. One thing you can do is try to prevent the rotation. If your team's running it down, if they're sprinting, something that's really cheeky to do is nade the door, then drop a molly inside vent. Even if it doesn't land perfectly inside, that's fine. It doesn't matter. This is really strong because if you molly the vent, that means the CTs can't go down and they're just stuck looking at a smoke wall outside while your teammates crossed, okay? And that gives your teams fantastic timing, and you've just done a lot to help the team. I wouldn't recommend staying here after you do that because you just pissed off all the CTs and they're kind of mad at you now, so they might look for you. So go somewhere else like ramp. And in general, ramp is another great pathway you can take, even if you don't want to mess with the vent, to try to find those ramp players that are getting greedy and going down lower on your teammates. So your teammates got down lower now because you're really cooling through the smokes, and you're over here and you're finding a way to just make an impact backstabbing these guys ramp. Take your time. You are the rat. Just take your time. One little thing that I kind of want to show you as well is you should just know a couple things to like rush upper. First spawn, if you're rushing upper, have the first spawn nade the door. And then rush hut. If you have a teammate that's really cool and knows how to flash hut, perfect. If you don't, throw one of these and turn while you come out. It looks really stupid, but you'd be surprised how effective it is because there's so much chaos going on at the start. You can catch them off guard with that little dinky flash. Another thing you can do is if you're solo queued and you're really mad at your team, you can nade door, ask somebody to smoke your mini and flash this and come out instantly and look for a fight that way. These are just little things that you can do that will give you better opportunities inside the game. Another thing that you can do if you're soloed and you just kind of need to find a small way to make some impact is throw the top mini smoke. So what you can do here is you can end up just smoking this right here, which will smoke off top mini. And this is really powerful because when you can't throw the wall smokes every round, it prevents this mini player from coming to help the outside guys. But it also, when you flash down, you can kind of get top mini here safely. You know, obviously wait for the flash, but you can kind of get in this area. And once this smoke starts to subside, you can start taking your aim duels up here. This is kind of like a last resort type of play. This is helpful. That smoke is helpful for your teammates coming outside that aren't listening to you. And that smoke can be a nice little barrier to kind of calm down the round and give you like more information when they shoot your teammates of where they can be. And then when it subsides, you can start, you know, looking for your aim duels, looking for your fights around credit, maybe cleaning up a greedy player on mini. You can also hold secret for when that guy tries to reflank if he's been going down there. And then once you get really frustrated and it's your time to activate, you flash towards CT, jump to Unbreakable, hide here for a sec, maybe see if this guy comes out, start looking for fights again. The problem and why this guide is so hard to really like make, and this map is really hard to understand, it's just a lot of team dynamics, you know? The easiest way really is just like smokes, 4 people going outside and 1 guy trying to like make a difference on rotations, or maybe throwing the outside smokes and then you kind of do the inverse. You have 1 guy that goes outside to make sure nobody's getting information, then 4 guys ramp. It seems a little dull, but it's really difficult to press this map harder when you're not playing with people and aren't stacked with people. And recognizing that, I think, is actually a key part of success on this map if you end up playing it in Premier. Like throwing an upper execute and knowing the nades is fantastic, but if your teammates don't know how to come out hut and use that utility, it doesn't really matter. So I would try to, that's why I'm like really trying to recommend that you stay away from those types of ideas, not because they're bad, but you're just going to end up frustrated and you're going to be put in situations where you're not getting much value for your own knowledge. and you're just leaving with an L frustration, and using a more simplified approach to the map I think is really powerful. I do want to say I know this was a little bit more vague and more of just like an overall discussion of the map, but hopefully it helps a little bit. This isn't the perfect one size fits all, but I hope that after this you have a better understanding of how to, you know, get more out of your teammates, get more wins, and I hope this helps. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.